Alright, welcome back. Today I have a special episode. And that is, I just finished a final exam, and it was my last final exam of my dental hygiene education. I passed boards, all of them. That's 4 rounds of exams, 2 written, 2 clinical, and I did totally fine on them, and I appreciate that very much. And I just finished up all of my final exams. Our program is one that does have final exams, and I know that there are some programs that do not, which is something I wasn't aware of until a week ago, but it makes sense because they have their final exam basically being the boards, which is what the whole thing is preparing us for. But our school requires a final exam for the semester, and I passed those, did just fine, and I'm really happy about that. Tonight is our dental hygiene inaugural pinning ceremony. So for those of you that I have invited, thank you for going. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support and how it has been for the last number of years. And a special thanks to my family, especially my wife, for putting up with me being thrown into studies, into school, into patient care, rather than into being mentally and physically present at home. I know that it was a lot, and I look forward to that changing now, because I don't have to study when I'm home. So thank you for that. And like the song says, school's out forever. I don't know if I'll go back for anything else, but I won't be doing it this year, and that is for certain. So I appreciate very much the chance to mentally not be required to be doing other things when I'm at home, so I can hang out with my family, so that I can not feel bad if I go camping and don't take textbooks and just mow the lawn because I want to mow the lawn instead of having to study for an exam. So obviously there's a weight off my shoulders right now. Next step is still something I have to wait on, and that's the state. So in Utah, you have to apply. National Boards sends your information to 3 states with no additional fees. Beyond that, if you decide to go to a state where you didn't originally consider and select, then I think it's about $35 for that fee to send it to each additional state. The written National Boards results. I took REB, that's W-R-E-B. The REB charges $30 for the anesthesia board results to be sent, and $30 for the clinical board results to be sent to the state. And it is DOPL in Utah, DOPL. It's the governing body over licensure, and the the application costs $60. You also have to have your transcript sent from the school that you graduated. So all of that and the license application ends up taking about 6 weeks, they say, about a month and a half. So I have to wait on that before I can work as a hygienist, and that's what is going to be the next holdup and stepping stone in my career. So that's something that you can expect after graduation, because obviously you have to wait until your school posts on your transcript that you have graduated prior to being able to submit your licensure application. So there's a lot to do, a lot to wait for, and the sooner you get your requests made from all the different entities, the sooner they can get it to the state so that they can process your application completely. And what I suggest, what I did is, even though I don't have my transcript complete showing graduation yet, and so I haven't requested that from the school, I have requested it from my test results from REB, because those have already been posted. So that will hopefully speed up the process, because they're going to be sending those to the state, and that request is already in, processed, and paid for. So it can be moving, and the state can hopefully get that this week. It's electronic, so they should get it right away, but I don't know exactly how that works. And luckily I've done everything that I can on my end, so I just have to let them do theirs and wait on the state. So that's how it works after school. Do a little waiting, and I'll be talking to different dentists and to a temp agency to make sure I've got employment set up for as soon as I do receive my license, whether that's temping and or working at a particular private practice. That's going to be something I just make sure it's ready, because I don't want to have to wait just because I didn't do my part, because I was waiting for everything to have my license. No, that's not necessary. You can go around and talk to dentists and take your curriculum vitae, your resume, and let people know that you're interested and qualified, and the only thing that you're waiting on is your license to be processed. So that's a good idea to help yourself get ahead and just know what you're worth and what the industry standard is for employment in your state. And then you can be a stronger applicant, you can have a stronger resume, and you can have stronger answers in your interview. So we've done some mock interviews through our school, something I appreciate the feedback that I received, letting me know just from that interviewer's perspective on how things should be idealized for a better interview. And one of the things they said is to have more firm answers. Excuse me. Have more firm answers, and including what you expect to be paid. So know your industry standard for wages and stand with that, know your expectations and have a reason why you feel that you're worth that, so that they know that you are worth that. Because if you don't know you're worth that, then you're more likely to not get that wage, which isn't right, because you are worth it. So you've passed all of this battery of exams and boards, and you have demonstrated your competency. Even if it's minimal competency, you are competent, you are worth it, and you deserve to know that and be compensated correctly. So if you understand that inside, you really admit to yourself that you are worth it, even though it might be a big jump in compensation from what you were doing prior to graduation. Then it's something that you just need to know that you're worth that, and be confident in it, and let them know, and then they can sit and think about and recognize that you are worth that, and they can offer you that instead of trying to give you a lowball offer and bring down the industry standard. And it's just not worth it. You paid enough time, money, blood, sweat, and tears into your graduation, into getting that RDH behind your name. So just know you're worth it. Stand with that. Work hard. Be the best hygienist you can be, and really care for your patients, because they deserve that, and that's what's going to make you worth it. So make sure each patient knows that they are an individual patient, and that they are worth absolutely every bit of your time that they are in your chair, and that they matter. So that's my advice for today, with my emotional release of being done with finals. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, let me know. Go ahead and write them out, or do a video response below. And please like and subscribe and share this with anyone that is considering dental hygiene. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have at this point. If you're thinking about it as a career, or you're in the program and you have any questions, or if you are an RDH graduate and you have any suggestions for getting jobs, please let me know. Write them below. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.